Subaru has long been a popular choice for car buyers living in wet, snowy climates, but the 2015 Legacy aims to deliver more than just all-weather capability. So, is it competitive with the likes of the Toyota Camry and Honda Accord? Let's go ahead and find out. Now, here's the key fob design for the vehicle. As you can see, it's really just plain looking. I have to say, there's no chrome, it's not switchblade either. It's just very plain and kind of boring. Reminds me of the 2000s. But you have your unlock, lock, and to release your trunk, and a panic button. And push button start is available, of course, with a smart key. Now, as far as the styling goes on the Legacy, I think it's very restrained and very subtle and somewhat bland and boring. It kind of reminds me of the Toyota Camry, especially in this beige exterior color. It looks pretty boring in my opinion. Now, I'm not really a big fan of these 17-inch rims. I think they're just kind of bland looking. I'm not really a big fan of the design, but that's just my opinion. Now, this one I have here is the 2.5i Premium with the 2.5 liter 4-cylinder boxer engine. It is a beige exterior with a beige cloth interior. You have your power driver seat controls, power recline, power lumbar as well. Now, stepping into the interior of the Legacy, it has a much more refined look, and I think that's where they really improved on, is the quality of materials and their infotainment system as well, which was terrible in the last generation. But like I said, push button ignition is available. And you have that key chime that is on the new WRX. You have a linear CVT automatic transmission with manual shiftability. And putting it into reverse, of course, displays your rear view camera with guidance lines. And the picture quality is decent too. And you do have manual shiftability via the paddle shifters when you put it into manual mode. And let's go ahead and call on the lights and the hazards. The driver and passenger window are fully automatic in the Legacy. And let's go ahead and pop the hood, check out the engine bay. Heated exterior mirrors, but no LED turn signal indicators. You have halogen projector beam headlights with LED daytime running lights surrounding the projectors. And at least it has LED daytime running lights to give it a more premium and mature look. Now, under the hood you will find a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder flat 4 producing 175 horses with a 174 pound-feet of torque. They're okay numbers. But EPA estimates are 26 in the city and 36 on the highway. Now, pricing of the Legacy for the base model starts at $21,695. And if you want to step up to the premium, you're looking at $23,495. And then if you want the limited, which is $26,495. And then if you want the limited with a 3.6 liter 6-cylinder engine, you're looking at $29,595. Now, competitors of the Legacy range from the Toyota Camry, the Honda Accord, Ford Fusion, Volkswagen Passat, Mazda 6 as well, and the Nissan Altima. Now in the rear you're looking at a rear double wishbone suspension, and in the front you're looking at a McPherson strut suspension. Now coming to the rear, it has a very restrained look. That somewhat reminds me of the last generation Legacy. And of course you have standard all-wheel drive. That's one of the reasons why you buy a Legacy over other models in the mid-size sedan segment. Chrome exhaust tip. Now you also do have LED tail lamps, but no LED turn signal indicators. Power windows, power mirrors, power door locks of course, and you do have a nice soft touch armrest that has stitching. And the mid door panel is wrapped in cloth, and the upper door panel is soft to the touch. Much higher quality than the last generation Legacy. And let's go ahead and rev up that 4-cylinder engine and see what kind of soundtrack she makes. Nice, that 4-cylinder actually sounds pretty good. Now, like I said, build quality and materials in the Legacy have improved dramatically over the last generation. On the upper door panel, like I said, the last generation didn't have soft touch upper door panels, but you do have a soft touch dash finally. That wasn't on the last generation. And basically, soft touch materials are less susceptible to scratches and things like that. Now you do have electronic parking brake, cup holders, and down here you will find your auxiliary input, 2 USB ports, and a 12-volt power outlet. Now as far as the seats go, this is actually, I think, where they improved the most. The seats are very comfortable, I have to say. I really do like these seats. Even these cloth seats, I just really think they're comfortable. Great for a family car, of course. You have your garage home link, your auto dimming rear view mirror, sunroof, and your sunroof controls. Intermittent windshield wipers. Now coming to your steering wheel, I'm not really a big fan of this steering wheel design. I do like the aluminum that they put, however, I just don't like the design of it. I'm just not a big fan. But you do have your set of cruise control buttons over here, and basically these buttons right here are going to control your TFT display in the middle right there. And then you do have your steering wheel mounted audio controls, and this pretty much controls your infotainment system, which I will get to in a second. And you do have your Bluetooth phone connectivity, voice recognition, and you can change the different source of media you're on. Now coming to the center console, it is nice and stitched, very high quality. Do have another 12-volt power outlet down there, and it is lined with felt. Very nice. But it isn't adjustable. Now you also do have dual zone automatic climate control, heated seats as well, and a digital clock readout right there, and what the outside temperature is too. Now coming to your main head unit here, you have a very simple and easy to use interface. It kind of reminds me of Toyota's interface, the simplicity of it. But you do have your apps located right here, and which you can access various apps through your smartphone connection, such as Pandora, AHA Radio, and different apps as well. Now coming to your map, you have decent rendering Decent graphics as well. Nothing too noteworthy here, nothing like 3D buildings or any of that. But you do have Sirius XM satellite radio and HD radio too. And you do have an AM, FM, and a CD player. Bluetooth streaming audio. Change the different source of your audio, like your Bluetooth, Pandora, maybe your USB. And your different settings. You can actually turn the screen off, change the brightness of the display, voice recognition settings, maybe do a split screen, vehicle customization. You could check sports, of course, all through your smartphone. Baseball, weather, stocks, fuel prices. You have a vehicle monitoring system. And it checks your engine oil temp and what average speed you're going. You have an eco monitoring system too, and it gives you fuel history. And the responsiveness of the touchscreen is pretty good, and loading times are pretty good too. So all in all, I really do love this interface. Now coming to your instrument and gauge cluster, the gauge cluster is pretty good. I like the blue illumination around it. I think that's really different and unique. Now coming to your TFT display in the middle right there, it's basically going to show your trip odometer and your fuel economy data, all your fuel economy data actually. And like I said, it's all controlled by these buttons right there. Now there's many optional safety technologies you can get on the Legacy. Lane departure warning, blind spot monitoring, and forward collision warning are available. And it definitely stepped up its game in terms of feature content against its competitors. Now as far as the ride goes, it's actually going to be a little bit stiffer than most competitors. The handling part of the Legacy, there's nothing too noteworthy about it. It doesn't handle like a sports sedan. Now as far as visibility goes in the Legacy, I think visibility is actually one of the best main attributes about the Legacy. There's much visibility in this car. Lots of glass area, I have to say, all around. And the mirrors do show quite a lot too. And looking out the back, it is pretty easy to see out of too. Alright, and let's go ahead and shut down the Legacy. Let's go ahead and check out how the rear seat legroom stacks up against its competitors, as well as the trunk capacity too. Let's go ahead and pop the trunk. Now trunk space is okay, but you do have a cargo net, and the rear seats do fold down 60-40 split. Now build quality and materials do follow through in the rear. Of course you do still have a nice soft touch armrest, and it is still wrapped in cloth on the mid door panel, and still soft to the touch on the upper door panel. Glad they didn't cheapen out. And you still do have chrome door handles back here. Now stepping back into the rear, there's actually much more room than the last generation, I have to say, but you do have dual map pockets. It's very comfortable back here. I really do love the way the seats are. They're just very comfortable. And you do have cup holders with the rear center armrest. Quite a large center armrest. Very big. You do have a little storage cubby down there. Full manual passenger seat with manual recline. Your glove box compartment lined with felt, very good quality, and it's nice and damp too. Alright. So a roomy cabin, an upgraded interior, and standard all-wheel drive make the 2015 Legacy a solid pick for a mid-size sedan, especially if rain and snow accompany your commute. However, its subtle styling is probably going to be a con for some. So remember that this is Cameron Birch from Cameron's Car Reviews.